Hey, check it out. I'm one of those trendy YouTubers that put their camera in fridges. Or in a cupboard to get my bowl. Man, this is just naturally how I go about my day. I stick cameras in cupboards and fridges and stuff. Well, in all seriousness, I know you're not here to watch me make lunch or coffee or whatever else it is that people do to make their videos interesting. Anyway, today I'm talking about this light, this bad boy. This is the Kickass Panel Full Color. Now I'm sorry about the name for those of you who are sensitive to that kind of language, but that's what it's called, so that's what I'm calling it. Sucker's crazy bright. Hang on, give it a second, 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 give it a second. Oh gosh! It's really bright. All right, so full disclosure, Lupo, I think is how you say it, did send me this light for free. Asked me to review it. I did tell them, I'm gonna give the opinion that I'm gonna give, so if you're okay with that, sure, send me the light. So they did. And so this is, all opinions are my own, and they have absolutely no say in what happens in the next however many minutes that you're watching this video. Let's get started. Also, stick around to the end because I do have a giveaway that I am going to announce. It's my first ever giveaway, so I'm kind of excited. Yeah, so check that out. Let's just jump into it. I've wasted enough of your time with my silly intro. This is a very powerful light, and it's interesting because what they've done is they've created something that I have not seen on any other light panel, and that is these like these little focused lenses over each one of the LEDs, which makes it so the actual beam of this light is actually a lot more focused. So it doesn't have as much of a spread, and it creates more of a spotlight look, which is a really interesting take on a light panel, because typically when you have a light panel, it spreads the light everywhere and it just is a really soft, nice source. This makes it a little more punchy, but it's in such a small form factor, which is really kind of cool. This is the highest and most important pro of this light, is that feature. It sets it apart from any other light panel that I've seen. And the reason why I say that is if you want to do a certain accent, like, you know, if you look at the table here, wait for it. Oh gosh, this thing does take forever to turn on though. It does take a while to turn on. Anyway, you can see like I can kind of spotlight different spots on the table, and the spill is pretty low. Now, if you wanted to, obviously you can get it to spread that light more by throwing it through some diffusion or something like that. Yes, you can do that. And yes, it does come with a little diffusion that doesn't really do anything, and it's plasticky and it's kind of a piece of garbage. I would shoot this actually through a frame of diffusion. The nice thing is how small it is to be able to like crane it over someone's head, you know, to do some of that. The light's so small that it makes it a lot easier to do, you know, hair lights and backlights without spilling your light everywhere, or needing more gear to cut the light down more with, you know, barn doors or a snoot, or, you know, whatever grid for your quasar or whatever. Here's something I thought was interesting. So say you want to do like a top-down look, and you can see that it's, I mean, I have a bounce right here, so it's obviously bouncing off that into the wall, but I could put it like something to not bounce it. But let me dim it down. So there. You see how like spotted that is in? It's almost like a Robert Richardson's type lighting, you know, with the top overhead light kind of look. And this is the typical light panel, so I'll show you that. And so you just can't quite do the same thing. The light just spreads everywhere. It's not as focused. But you can see a lot of that spill on the back of the wall compared to, I mean, it's quite a big difference. It does come with a little ball head. It does come with multiple ports of power. It does not come with any sort of power adapter or power unit at all. It does take the typical MPF batteries from Sony, so that's nice if you got a bunch of these hanging around. I did have a few, so that was nice. You can power it through USB-C on the side, through a power bank, or you can use their little adapter, which does not come with the light. So just FYI, mine didn't come with it. Maybe it does. This is sent from them. I didn't technically order this, so I don't know, maybe it does, but in my package, it did not. It does have this little ball head though, which is kind of a must. It also has multiple points of contact, 2 on the sides and 1 on the bottom, 1/4-inch screws. The intensity of this light just kicks the trash out of any other small LED lights that I've used. And the range on it's incredible. It goes from what, 2800 Kelvin to 10,000. And here's 10,000, and you can see here, let me dim this down. You can see I kind of like puts some different colored blue bulbs in there and a little green. It's kind of interesting how they do that. And then the other really cool thing that this light has that I have not seen on other small LED panels, and it is a little bit heftier than most. It's got some good heft to it. Is it does allow you to adjust your green and magenta hue on it, which is nice. So you can add a little bit of magenta, add a little bit of green, according to, you know, trying to match that with other light sources that you have, which is cool. And of course, it has the full built-in, let's see, RGBW, which is nice, and it has different modes. What is this? No, go away. That's another thing, is the menu system on this is kind of annoying, as in it's pretty annoying. Once you get used to it, it's not too bad, but it's a lot of clicking these little buttons back here, and I don't know of any app that works with it. I don't think it has Bluetooth or anything built in, so there's that. So it has your HSI mode, excuse me, and you can adjust saturation, you can adjust the hue, kind of thing, and dial it in that way. It also gives you the option, which I think is really nice, of RGBW mode. It has some built-in presets for filters and stuff like that, which is nice. And then it, of course, has your different effects modes that you can go through. Go through the cool effects. It's just so cool. Some of the effects are really kind of horrible. Other ones are really good. The TV effect and the fire effect on this thing are pretty awful. They just don't look like fire or TV to me. But that's just me. Everything else about the light is fantastic. It's like I said, it's a very specific use case that I would say for this light. I wouldn't buy this light as what you would think of like a typical like little LED like the aperture lights. It's not that kind of LED panel. It's like I said, it's a lot more focused. And really with this light, what I would say is you're looking for is just the punch. Like the amount of output the sucker can do is pretty impressive. Like, my eyes hurt right now. Gosh dang it, microwave, shut up! Anyway. So yeah, would I recommend this light? I don't know, it's $300. It's a little expensive. However, with that built-in like punch and brightness, I think you aren't gonna find another panel this size as bright as this one. I could be wrong at this price point. A little expensive, a little clunky, a little big. However, if you're in a pinch and you need something that is gonna still give you the full RGB and have that amazing output that this sucker has, it's not a bad choice. It's not a bad choice. All right, enough of that. Let's get into the giveaway. The giveaway is going to be this panel. It's the Lupo Kickass full color panel. Sucker's really cool. I really like it. I just don't have a super huge need for it. So I thought, why don't I pay it forward? Lupo sent it to me. I thought, why don't I send it to one of you guys? So, okay, all you have to do to win this panel is comment below on how you want to use it. That's it. So I will pick one at random. If you did not make it in your comments somehow you want to use it, I will pick someone else at random. So make sure you include how you plan to use the panel in your comment. I am going to be doing other giveaways in the future, so I would prefer if you subscribed as well. It would help me out. Also hit the like, you know, the bell, or I don't know, whatever else YouTube has you do. It's all mumbo jumbo anyway. Anyway, so yeah, let me know what you want to do with it, and I'm excited to do the giveaway. I will reach out to you once the drawing is over. I will wait 10 days after this video is uploaded before I do the drawing. So you have 10 days from the day that this video is uploaded to put your comments in. and then I will pick at random on the comments, and you will win this beautiful $300 panel. It is pretty awesome. I hope it's put to good use. Okay, so I thought, aside from the giveaway, I thought it'd be fun to make this video just a little different and pull up all of my tiny lights that I have, which, yes, I have quite a few different small lights, and kind of just do a quick comparison between them. Now, some of these are like, you know, $50 versus like $200, and then obviously the most expensive is this guy, which is $300. So that being said, it's not an apples to apples comparison. I just thought it'd be nice, like, you know, to see how the Aperture MC compares to this light, or the Aperture MW, or the GVM, I don't know, great value video maker light that I got for Christmas one year. Oh, that's funny. Anyway, so let's check it out. So here's the Lupo M9. I mean, look at that. Look at the brightness difference on that. All right, and this is the GVM light panel. See that? Lupo, GVM, and this is another knockoff panel, the Iwata panel. It's like $80. That one's actually fairly comparable. You can see it's quite a bit dimmer. It's also a lot more green. This light looks a little more natural, a little more cleaner color. Here's the MW. And the Kickass panel. And Sokanai versus Lupo. Sokanai, Lupo. Yeah, see, it's just crazy bright. I'm actually kind of surprised at how bright this one is. And it's the FC. It's just like, it's got nothing on it. It's crazy. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks just for supporting this channel. I know I'm still a really small channel. I just really enjoy doing this. I just really appreciate it. I've learned a lot from you guys, and I continue to learn. And I hope these videos are helpful to you guys. If not, I don't care. I'm still gonna make them. Anyway, thanks so much. Subscribe, or I'll be sad tonight.